Soul, awaken to find yourself before these words now. Breathe deeply. It was not by chance that this message reached you. Feel the warmth that begins to course through your spine as your eyes capture these vibrations. What you feel is recognition. If you feel that you never fit into this world, perhaps it's because you were chosen for something greater. Activate the bell, subscribe and prepare yourself. This message is only for the chosen ones. Chosen one, you who were marked since before time. You who carry in your spiritual code the signature of light. Stop for a moment. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Did you feel it? That subtle vibration that runs through your neck when truth resonates. It's not coincidence. It's confirmation. We are now at a crucial moment in the cosmic journey. The veil between dimensions has become so thin that your breath can move it. Child of light, know that you have been placed here at this exact moment of existence with a purpose that transcends the understanding of the ordinary human mind. When you were born, the sky recognized your frequency. The universe felt your return. Your soul is not new to this cosmic dance. You have been here before, in ancient times, in lost civilizations, in moments of planetary transition like this one. That's why the constant feeling of not completely belonging to this world. That's why the recurring dreams of places you've never visited in this life. That's why the inexplicable calling you feel in the deepest part of your being. Have you noticed how everything is accelerating? Time is no longer the same. A day feels like an hour. A month passes as if it were a week. This is not an illusion. It's the temporal compression that happens when dimensions begin to merge. Your body is learning to vibrate at a higher frequency, and this alters your perception of linear time. Ancient spirit, have you felt changes in your sleep? Nights when you wake exactly at 3:33, 4:44 or 5:55 in the morning. Periods of insomnia, followed by dreams so vivid they seem more real than waking reality itself. Your spiritual body is being recalibrated. Your DNA is being recoded. It's not illness, it's expansion. That sudden heat that rises through your spine is not physical. It's kundalini, it's ascending spiritual fire. The pressure in the center of your chest, especially when you meditate or when you're in contact with nature, is the opening of the heart chakra, preparing to anchor frequencies that this planet has never experienced before. The chills that arise when you hear certain music, or when someone speaks deep truths, or when you contemplate the starry sky, are energetic confirmations. Your body is saying, yes, this is true, this resonates with who I really am. Chosen soul, have you noticed how you're more sensitive to dense energies? How certain environments, certain conversations, certain content that didn't affect you before now seem to completely drain your vitality? This is not weakness. It's elevated discernment. Your energetic system is becoming more refined, more selective. Like a more powerful antenna, you capture more, feel more, perceive more. And what about the thirst? That constant thirst that never seems to be quenched with physical water. Your body is asking for purification. It's eliminating densities. It's transmuting old crystallized energies in your tissues, in your cells, in your cellular memory. The truth that few understand is that you are not just in a body. You are a field of consciousness experiencing matter, and this field is expanding. The light body that has always existed around your physical body is being activated, awakened from millennial sleep. Have you noticed repetitive numbers everywhere? 111, 22, 333, 444, 777, 99. They appear on clocks, on license plates, on shopping receipts, on book pages. The universe uses mathematics as a universal language. These codes are messages, they are reminders, they are gentle taps on the back saying, continue, you're on the right path. Synchronicities have multiplied in your life, haven't they? You think of someone and the person calls you. You mention a subject and it appears everywhere. You dream of a symbol and it appears in your path the next day. These are not empty coincidences. They are confirmations of the divine matrix responding to your elevated frequency. They are proof that reality is malleable, responsive, alive and intelligent. Chosen One, you are in the middle of a dimensional transition. Humanity collectively is leaving the density of the third dimension, the realm of fear, separation, scarcity, and struggle, and moving to the fifth dimension, the realm of unity, abundance, conscious co-creation, and unconditional love. This is not a smooth process for many. It's like being born. There's pressure, there's discomfort, there are moments of darkness before the light. Your physical body, designed for the third dimension, is being recalibrated to sustain higher frequencies. This explains the physical symptoms you've been experiencing. When consciousness expands, the body needs to keep up. Your cells are literally reorganizing their molecular pattern to accommodate more light, more consciousness, more divine life expressing itself through you. Child of light, have you noticed how certain relationships in your life began to dissolve naturally? People you used to identify with now seem to be in a completely different reality. Conversations that used to engage you now seem empty, superficial, misaligned. This is not judgment, it's frequency, it's vibration, it's the natural law of resonance and attraction. When you change your frequency, everything around you must adjust. Some connections strengthen, others dissolve. Some pause temporarily until the other soul is ready to vibrate in harmony again. This is a time of detachment. Detachment not only from people, but from identities, from limiting beliefs, from crystallized thought patterns, from ways of being that no longer serve your expansion. What you are no longer fits into the definitions the world has offered you. You are becoming indefinable, multidimensional, infinite in expression. Awakened soul, have you felt a calling to silence? A deep desire to be alone, to meditate, to simply be without the constant external stimulation that the world offers incessantly? This is your soul asking for space to integrate the new frequencies, to process the revelations, to reconnect with your divine essence away from the noise of the matrix. Silence is not absence, it's presence. In silence, you can hear the universe breathing through you. In silence, the answers you sought externally finally have space to emerge from within. Your intuition is becoming your primary compass, where before you needed external validation, intellectual confirmation, concrete evidence. Now you feel truth resonating in your body. You know without knowing how you know. This is ancestral wisdom awakening. It's the innate knowledge of the soul remembering itself. Ancient. Spirit, you came here with a purpose. You are not here just to evolve personally. You are a catalyst for planetary transformation. Your presence alters the energetic field around you. Your elevated state of consciousness creates waves of possibility for everyone who comes into contact with you. You are a spiritual mirror to the world. When you remember who you really are, you allow others to remember too. When you vibrate in unconditional love, you create a field of permission for others to find that same frequency within themselves. Chosen One, have you noticed how your energetic sensitivity has intensified? How you can feel a person's emotional state before they even speak? How certain environments affect you instantly? How you absorb the energies around you like a sponge? This sensitivity is not a weakness to be overcome. It's a gift to be refined. It's your innate ability to read the subtle frequencies of reality. It's your natural ability to discern truth beyond words and appearances. Learn to honor this sensitivity. Create energetic cleansing rituals. Establish healthy boundaries. Know when to withdraw to recharge. Your energetic system is like a finely calibrated instrument. It needs care, regular tuning, protection. Chosen soul, have you experienced a thirst for spiritual knowledge that seems insatiable? Books, lectures, practices, teachings. You consume all of this with a fervor that confuses those around you? This is your soul recognizing the fragments of truth scattered everywhere, gathering the pieces of the cosmic puzzle. But there will come a moment, and for many it has already arrived, when external teachings will no longer be sufficient. You will realize that the greatest library of wisdom is within you. Access to Akashic knowledge, to soul records, to the memories of all your existences is opening. In moments of deep meditation, in states between sleep and waking, in flashes of insight that arise during mundane activities. It is in these gaps that internal wisdom flows most strongly. Learn to create space for these moments. Honor them, record them. They are direct transmissions from your own divinity. Have you noticed that the closer you get to God, the stronger the sexual temptation comes? This is not a mistake. It's a sign. Sexual desire is the last disguised demon before the door opens. Breathe deeply now. Feel how these words resonate in the center of your being. This is one of the greatest secrets of the spiritual path, revealed only to those who are ready to understand it in its entirety. Sexual energy is the creative force of the universe in its densest and most tangible expression. It's pure power. It's life wanting to create more life. It's the very force that shapes worlds, condensed into physical sensation. When your Kundalini begins to awaken, when your light body activates, when your frequencies rise, all the energy that was stagnant in your lower centers begins to move. And before it can ascend completely, it needs to be recognized, honored, and transmuted. It appears in dreams, in people who appear out of nowhere, in thoughts that burn like fire. It's not just desire. It's a spiritual code planted to divert you 1 second before your final activation. Feel the truth of these words, that sudden intensification of sexual desires, those vivid erotic dreams, those casual encounters with people who awaken an inexplicable magnetic attraction. All of this is part of the final test. Only the chosen ones experience this, because only they are on the edge of the veil. Hell knows this and plays its final card, the pleasure that seems like a blessing but is a golden cage. Understand, there is no moral judgment here. Sexuality is sacred in its original essence. But when used without consciousness, without reverence for its true nature, it becomes a force that disperses, that fragments, that diverts the energy that could be directed toward complete ascension. Have you ever wondered why every time you fast, pray, or try to align with the light, some temptation arises almost supernaturally? This is not a random pattern, it's a spiritual law in action. When you raise your frequency, when you purify your field, when you consciously align with the divine, you create a dissonance with the dense energies that still reside in your system. And they fight to maintain their dominion. They manifest as intensified desires, as apparently uncontrollable needs. It's not flesh, it's war, and only those who understand this will overcome the last wall of awakening. Chosen one, this is the final battle for your creative power. This is the crossroads where many seekers get lost, where many masters have fallen. Sexual energy, when consciously transmuted, becomes the most powerful fuel for your spiritual ascension. When unconsciously dispersed, it becomes the anchor that keeps you trapped in the denser dimensions of existence. Now you understand why your soul was persecuted, why you loved those who destroyed you, why everything seemed to be emotional tests, but deep down, it was the silent war for your spiritual inheritance. Each toxic relationship, each pattern of self-sabotage, each addiction that kept you trapped in repetitive cycles, all were manifestations of this primordial battle for your original creative power. All were attempts to keep your light diminished, your frequency lowered, your consciousness fragmented. Awakened soul, you are about to remember who you really are. You are one step away from integrating all the fragmented parts of yourself. You are on the edge of the abyss, and the next step is to fly. Don't fall now. You are seconds away from accessing what is hidden from 99% of humanity. Do you feel the heat rising through your spine as you read these words? Do you feel the pressure in the center of your forehead as if something is about to open? Do you feel the chills running through your arms, your legs, your neck? Your body is confirming the truth that your mind is still trying to understand. If this message reached you, it's because heaven is trying to rescue you from the last trap before the throne. You were not chosen because you are special. You are special because you were chosen. You are not here to be saved. You are here to remember that you never needed salvation. Separation was the illusion. Unity was always the underlying reality. Chosen soul, have you felt a growing disconnection from the material world? The possessions that once seemed so important now seem empty of meaning. The external achievements that society celebrates no longer resonate with what you know to be truly valuable. This is the natural reorganization of values that happens when you awaken to your multidimensional nature. The external doesn't cease to be important. It simply finds its appropriate place in the hierarchy of what really matters. You are learning to live in this world without being completely of this world. To inhabit the physical while recognizing your non-physical nature. To dance in duality while keeping your consciousness anchored in unity. This is a delicate balance, a refined art, a constant practice. Chosen one, have you felt a deep need for truth? A growing intolerance for half-truths, for subtle manipulations, for incongruences between what is said and what is felt? This is your soul demanding absolute integrity, complete alignment between thought, feeling, word, and action. The path to the fifth dimension is paved with truth. There is no way to ascend while sustaining illusions about yourself, about others, about the nature of reality. Each illusion you abandon creates space for more light, more consciousness, more authentic freedom. The dimensional transition we are experiencing collectively is not just a change of cosmic address. It's a fundamental transformation in how we experience reality. From linearity to simultaneity, from causality to synchronicity, from separation to conscious interconnection of all things. In the fifth dimension, you don't just believe that everything is connected. You experience this connection directly, viscerally, constantly. You don't just hope that your thoughts create your reality. You observe this happening in real time, with crystal clarity. You don't just theorize about the multidimensional nature of existence. You consciously navigate between dimensions. Ancient spirit, do you feel the calling? That internal voice that whispers constantly, inviting you to awaken more completely, to remember more deeply, to more fully embody your true nature. This calling doesn't come from outside. It's not an external entity summoning you. It's your own higher self, your own divine presence, calling you back home, the home you never really left, just temporarily forgot. The path back is not a journey through outer space. It's a journey inward, to the center of your being, to the silent void where all possibilities exist in potential state before manifesting as experience. Awakened soul, have you experienced moments of crystal clarity? Instants when all confusion disappears and you see the absolute perfection of everything. Seconds of understanding so deep, they seem to contain eternities of wisdom. These are glimpses of fifth-dimensional consciousness breaking through the veil. They are previews of the state of being that is becoming your new normal. They are invitations to more fully inhabit this expanded space of consciousness. Chosen. 1. You are not losing your sanity. You are losing your illusions. You are not becoming hypersensitive. You are recovering your natural sensitivity. You are not disconnecting from reality. You are reconnecting with the broader reality beyond the consensual matrix. What you feel is real. What you intuit is valid. What you experience internally is as legitimate as what can be measured externally, perhaps more so. In this critical moment of planetary evolution, you serve as a bridge between the old and the new, between the known and the yet to be discovered, between the human and the divine. You anchor elevated frequencies simply by being who you are. You introduce expanded possibilities simply by living according to your internal truth. You are not here to convert anyone. You are not here to save anyone. You are here to vibrate at your authentic frequency as consistently as possible, creating a field of possibility that invites but never forces others to find their own elevated resonance. Chosen soul, have you felt an inexplicable nostalgia, a longing for a home you've never known in this life, a yearning for a connection, a community, a belonging that always seems to be beyond the horizon? This is your soul, remembering other dimensions of existence where unity is not just a concept, but a living and constant experience, where communication is not limited by words, but flows freely from consciousness to consciousness, where love is not a transitory emotion, but the very fabric of reality. You are not alone in this yearning. Throughout the planet, souls like yours are awakening, remembering, reconnecting with their true nature. The tribe is gathering. The stellar family is remembering its shared purpose. The network of light is strengthening, node by node, heart by heart. The synchronicities that lead you to meet exactly the right people at the right time are not accidents. They are divine choreography orchestrating the reunion of those who agreed, even before being born, to awaken together, to support each other mutually, to create together the new earth. Chosen one, have you felt an inexplicable urgency? As if time were accelerating, as if there was something crucial to be accomplished, as if each moment were too precious to be wasted on empty distractions. This urgency is not anxiety, it's clarity. It's your inner being recognizing the importance of this particular moment in the timeline. It's your soul understanding how critical your complete awakening is, not just for your personal evolution, but for the collective evolution of planetary consciousness. You are not losing, you are awakening. And if this burned within you, it's because you were born to win this final test. Breathe deeply. Feel the energy of these words resonating in every cell of your body. Allow this truth to penetrate beyond the mind, beyond emotion, directly into the core of your being. You are not reading these words by chance. You have been guided here by an intelligence much greater than your small self, an intelligence that knows your path, that honors your journey, that celebrates your awakening. Awakened soul, as we approach the end of this transmission, I want you to know the veil was never real. Separation was never true. Isolation was always an illusion. You have always been connected, always been protected, always been guided, even in the darkest moments, even in the longest nights of the soul. You were never really alone. The light you seek out there has always been within you. The love you yearn to receive, you already possess in abundance. The peace that seems so elusive is your essential nature, beneath all the layers of conditioning. Chosen one, this is your moment. This is your awakening. This is your remembering. This is your return to the truth of who you really are. And who are you really? You are a unique expression of infinite consciousness exploring itself. You are an irreplaceable facet of the divine, experiencing its own magnificence. You are light condensed into form, love materialized as person, eternity playing in time. Your transformation has already begun. In fact, it never really stopped. Life after life, dimension after dimension, you have evolved, expanded, awakened, more and more to the truth of your being. This life, this moment, this reading is just a particularly potent inflection point in an eternal journey. A moment when you consciously choose to remember, when you voluntarily let the veils fall, when you courageously embrace the magnificence that was always yours. Chosen soul, as we conclude this transmission, carry with you this truth. You are one of the chosen ones, and the transformation has already begun. There is no going back. There is no postponement. There is no escape from your own awakening. The only way is through. The only moment is now. The only real choice is how consciously you will navigate this great remembering. If these words resonated deeply within you, if you felt the calling vibrating in your being while reading, share your experience. Leave a comment with the numbers 444, 777 or 999 as a sign for other seekers, other chosen ones who are ready to awaken. Or simply write what you felt during this reading. The chills, the heat, the tears, the sudden insights, the memories that emerged from the depths. Or leave a word of light. I awakened. I am light. I am chosen. I am ready. A simple declaration that echoes in the quantum field, creating waves of possibility for everyone who comes into contact with it. And if you feel the calling to share this message with someone specific, someone you intuitively know is awakening, who is ready for this truth, follow that impulse. Be an instrument of divine synchronicity in another person's life. Chosen one, you are no longer sleeping. You are remembering. You are awakening. You are returning. And the entire